In 2018, a food delivery driver shared this story online, only to delete his account a week later. He said one night, just after midnight, he was driving through a quiet neighborhood to drop off an order. As he turned onto a residential street, he saw a woman standing in the middle of the road, her back to him. His headlights washed over her, but she didn't move. He slowed down, rolled his window open, and asked if she needed help. The woman slowly raised her arm and pointed down the street, as if telling him to keep going. That's when his phone buzzed. It was a notification from the delivery app. Order cancelled. Do not stop the vehicle. Confused and a little freaked out, he drove past her. In his side mirror, he saw something that made his stomach drop. She wasn't pointing down the street. She was pointing directly at his car. The next morning, he learned that exact street had been closed overnight. A body had been found there hours earlier. Time of death, 11:52 p.m. A week after that delivery driver shared his story, he said something even worse happened. He was back on the app, working late again. This just before midnight, he got another order. Same neighborhood, same street name. He almost declined it, but he needed the money. As he drove closer, his phone started glitching. The GPS rerouted him in circles, even though the street was straight. When he finally arrived, there was no house number, just an empty, dark stretch of road. Then his phone buzzed. A message from the customer had said, "Why didn't you stop last time?" His hands went cold. The account name was the same one from that cancelled order a week ago. In his rearview mirror, he saw headlights appear behind him. A car, following way too closely. At exactly midnight, the headlights shut off, but the car didn't slow down. It was still there, getting closer. Then his app crashed. The next morning, his account was permanently disabled. The reason given: delivery completed. 2 nights later. Sleep was a luxury the driver couldn't afford. Curiosity took over, and he typed the address from that cancelled order into a search bar. He found it, buried deep in an old local news article. A woman, her car broken down, had been struck and killed while trying to flag down help. The driver who hit her fled the scene. Time of death, 11:52 p.m. The article had a photo, blurry, but he recognized her instantly. The same posture, the same hair, the same arm raised in the air, but it was the last line of the report that stole his breath. Witnesses said the victim was pointing directly at the car that hit her later that night. At 11:59 p.m., his phone buzzed. Driver nearby deleted the app. But at midnight, headlights flooded his room, turning on right outside his window, and this time, they weren't behind him. The driver called the police. Terrified, he'd seen headlights shining right outside his window, but by the time they arrived, the street was completely empty. No car, no tire marks, and no witnesses. One officer, though, noticed a security camera across the street. When they reviewed the footage, they saw the headlights appear at 11:52 p.m., not midnight. The car stopped directly in front of the driver's house. The doors never opened, the engine never turned off. Then, at 11:59 p.m., the footage froze and corrupted itself. The next morning, the driver checked his phone. The delivery app he used had reinstalled itself. There was a single notification. Trip in progress. The pickup was his address, the drop-off, the exact spot where the woman died. The driver moved away that week. He says the app is gone now, but every night at 11:52, his phone lights up just long enough to vibrate. But he wanted out. He changed his number, got a new phone, and moved to a completely different city. No more delivery apps, no more late-night drives. He thought he was free. For months, everything was quiet. But then, one night, his phone screen lit up all by itself. It was 11:52 p.m. There was no notification, no app icon, just a black screen with glowing white text. You can cancel a completed delivery. Confused, he looked outside. An unfamiliar car was idling on the street, its headlights piercing the darkness, but its engine was completely silent. His phone vibrated once. A new message appeared. Trip complete. And just like that, the headlights shut off. The next morning, neighbors found the empty car. No plates, no owner. Just 4 words written in the dust on the windshield. "Thank you for stopping." The case went cold, but a warning still circulates among drivers. If an order cancels itself after midnight, don't look in the mirror. And whatever you do, never stop the car.